What is up, everybody? It's your boy Bruce Wulfe back with you again in Conan Exiles. And first off, just like always, I wanted to start out by saying thank you so much to everybody that's been giving me all the love on the comments, and welcome to all the new subscribers, and thanks for all the likes. And you guys all rock. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe, and as always, square up with the like button, like it's your favorite hater. And okay, so I've had a lot of people making comments about how we got all of the stuff and things. Basically because we're super nerds. I've got about 150 hours into Conan right now. But anyway, so I figured real quick, I've done it before, but I haven't done it here. So I'm going to show you the route that I run to go get Thralls in the Relic City. So, Relic Hunter City. So right now, this is where our base is. We're easy to find. It's a really good plateau if you're planning to, but it's on the back of the temple. It's right over there by the salt flats. It's not too hard to find. So first off, I'm going to put all of my regions on the bar. Put that there. There we go. 6, 7. Okay. I can remember that. All right. So I have emptied the Wheel of Pain. I have thrown a slight bit of human meat. I will have to get some more human meat on there. And we're going to blow that. And also towards the end here, I'm going to show you... Whoa, that was glitchy. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and eat one of those. Take some water. Get unstuck, please. Thank you. All right. So, where I'm starting at here, you can see this entrance. This is the northmost entrance to their city. And if you go out here, there is a salt flat and all kinds of kikoi and nastiness right out there. But it looks like this, and as you can see, there's the other side of the temple. The salt flat is right over that direction. There's all the mountains, stuff like that. It's not too hard to find. But alright. So first off, I am just going to harvest up some human meat for the thing. Usually I use exotic flesh, which turns into haunches. Yeah, cooked haunches, something like that. Yeah, cooked haunches is a thing. Okay. So now, if you look, alright, so we got fighter. We got regular set priest. This right here, there is an arc priest that spawns here. There's also a name that sometimes pops into the middle of all this. But basically, you run around, you pause, you look at everything. Due to the AI limitations that are still a thing, they don't usually react fast enough to really get you. But anyway, you follow this hill down here. So this is a great little spot. You see there's 3 crafters that spawn here. Smelter, armor, and there's a blacksmith that spawns here, but he's gone already. So, nothing there I wanted. Go ahead and keep running. Go hit a region while I'm doing this here. So, nothing here really of note, but if you jump over this dude right here, excuse me, pardon me, come out to over here. There is this little tent thing. There's also a chest right here. So you can, take what you want. Always remember, by the way, if you want to speed up the respawns, always break your things. There's also, if you're looking to respec, this is yellow lotus right here. And that makes the potion in the fire bowl to let you respec. Alright, so after that, you come back over this elite type direction. You can see there's a tier 3 fighter right there. Nothing too much over here. This isn't the best part. But right around this corner, you see there's this fire over here, right over there. So generally speaking, there is a tanner that spawns here and several dancers, as well as a few, there's a dancer too, fighter, archer, nothing too much, no names really, and just a really cocky dancer. So go ahead and move on. So we do want to go that way, but first off, we will zipperly type down here. You'll notice, by the way, I am not killing anything. I am completely ignoring all these guys that follow me. I'm very dependent on my grit, I admit. But basically they're slow. They're really slow. Archer. So as you can see, this is an armor. Sometimes an armor spawns here. And let's see, there's a tanner right here. Yep. So that tanner is almost always there in some level. There is pretty much always a tanner there. Let's put it that way. And if you pop over here, this is another tanner. Tanner 1 again. So we're getting bad luck on this run, which happens sometimes, But that's part of the benefit to running like this. For those of you that do not know, when you get far enough away from the aggro range of the NPCs chasing you, they don't reset like a normal like MMO type thing where they just like poof, they turn around and they run back to wherever they spawned in at. They just fall over dead. Yeah, they just blow up. In most cases, they get like fatalities and stuff, which is pretty cool. Whoop, lag. All right. So you also notice once you come out of the water, if you hook to the right, you can open this. It's another chest. This isn't really a good chest. None of these. Oops. Yeep. All right. Excuse me, guys. All right. What do we got over here? We've got something that's a dancer too. It's been following me around for a while. Managed to keep up, but there. See, they just randomly fall over dead. See, there's a dead one. There's another dead one. And after they fall over dead, they very quickly respawn, which is the huge point of it. When you're doing this run, you can cycle and turn this little route over pretty dang quickly, because when they do that death and real quick respawn, they spawn in. I mean, it's really fast. That's all I can say. So it usually takes about 5-6 minutes or so. Not very long at all. Usually, if you have done the full route, by the time you get back to the beginning of the route, then they'll be starting to respawn. So this is a very important building. Let's go and open the map. You can see we're on the far western. Oh, snake. I hate snakes so bad. Screw you, snakes. I need to grab some antidote and bring it with me on the next ones. But anyway, back to Cudgel. So we come into here. So this is do not use again. He keeps spawning as do not use, which I don't really like, but there's quite often a task manager that spawns right there. Sometimes a named one. That's where we got Elena Oathbreaker, our current named. Do not use is currently a broken named Thrall, tier 4 Thrall. So it's kind of not really any point to taming them. We have a few. We use them as mascots. But yeah, it's just a work in progress. They haven't fully initiated that Thrall. I don't think it's supposed to spawn. That's why it's named Do Not Spawn, or Do Not Use. And some dev went ahead and put it into the spawn table, so they spawn. Alright, so now after we come out of there, hit this guy in the head just for the hell of it. Alright, what we got? We got 2 fighters. There's a cook that sometimes spawns right about here. And we'll just go and loop these guys. Continue up here. This is a pretty good entrance here. There's often a name in this pack, but I don't see one, so I'm moving on. And let's see, anything? No. So this is bad luck run. Figures as soon as I hit record, it's a bad luck run. That's just how that works. But we're not quite done yet. So I'm just going to slow down, get a little stamina back, do a little joggy jog. We'll go ahead and regen and use ambrosia so it ups my stamina a little bit. Alright. So it is a little dark. I apologize for that, but there's a Taskmaster Apprentice right there. For those of you that don't know, taskmasters are used in your Wheel of Pain to break thralls faster, which are usually pretty good at. The named ones particularly so. Alright, so we're just going to come out right back where we went in, did a little spinny spin around there, and we're going to exit right over here. And then I am going to cut, and I will bring you guys back in once it's daylight, because I forgot, I wasn't thinking, I started rather late in the day. And we're back in what I know hunters like to call the magic hour, right before dawn. That's good times. Alright, and we're back at our old base, which is now Zul'jin's base. The monstrosity is still a thing, or artwork, right? So this is where we're at on the map. So basically we're going to be coming in through here. There's a spot right about there. Then we're going to basically just retrace our steps and come all the way back up over here. So I'll try and, depending on how situations go, make sure I mark points of interest for you guys on the map. If I didn't get it this last time, I might get it this time. And if I duplicate map spots, I apologize in advance. But that's the thing that's probably going to happen, because I'm not that clever. So hopefully this should have been enough time to respawn them. We have our knights turned really, really low so that they go real quick. So it takes about 5 minutes or so to go through the entirety of night, which is beautiful. I love it. But okay, yeah, they respawned. Hi. What are you guys? Ow, that was my back. Some of them have respawned, not all. Okay. Hi, buddy. Dink. Hello, Cobra. Screw off. I hate you. Alright, so there was nothing in there. So then you come down in this early type way, go through this little ruins thing, and hello, gives. Alright, so this beginning part hasn't yet respawned, sad face. Some of it has, but not all of it. That's weird. But whatever, it's alpha game is alpha, they do weird things. Hi, excuse me. Alright, let's see. What else do we have around here? Alright. So, as I said, we're just going to loop this this lake right here at the bottom. Come back around. You can see there's our octagon building that I told you was really important before. The reason it's very important, this is a good spot, A, to get heavy armor for free. Because quite often, right up here on this, there will be 2 chests that spawn, and one of those will have another do not use. You I don't like. You're rude. It's cobras? Alright, I'm getting out. That's too much. Too much heat. I'm out. Okay. Let's run around in a circle for a bit. Did you guys see anybody interesting in there? I didn't see anybody interesting. Alright. We will carry on. And we'll go this way. Staminars. Whoa. That dude's hair was freaking out there. It is still freaking out. What are you? Are you anything important? No. No. So we'll hit our ambrosia, take that little hit of our stamina, and then we're out. All I needed was a little bit there. So, archers, fighters, this is basically just a gateway checkpoint. Once you get through there, which is right here on the map, you take a hard right. You come back down here. That is a shortcut if you're trying to get home back to my little base area very quickly. You can go right up that that little ramp there, and it goes across the lake. And you'll end up right where this whole route thing started, basically. Would you? Alright. Fall down. Thank you. Let's get some more human flesh, because why not? I will tame something. Alright, stamina. Yum. Alright, come on. Would you know? You stop. Thank you. And we're off. Alright, so basically we're retracing our steps at this point. So right about up here you'll see the fire where I said usually dancers, which there's a dancer, there's a tier 3 dancer right there. Which I might as well knock her out because I'm probably going to snag her. And then if you back up and take a look at them, often there is a craftsman of a various kind that spawns there as well. Go ahead and rope her and offward we go. I'm going to hit some of my regens because I'm hurting a wee bit. Alright, so now we have a tier 3 dancer in her lovely set outfit. And, whoa, hey, ow. Stop it. There's a tier 3 archer there. Another tier 3 archer there. And remember, right up here on the right, sharp right, we have an armorer 1 and a smelter 1. So nothing interesting there. However, we have pulled most of our blacksmith 3s, armor 3s, smelter 3s. We've pulled a lot of 3s out of that particular spot, so it's definitely a spot to check. We'll go back at full speed right through here. Check. What is she? She is just a regular priest. We'll just keep running. In case you're wondering, Arc Priest is the one you want. That is the one that gives you the ability to summon, or most often gives you the ability to summon your avatar. They are one of the rare spawns. They're like the tier 3 priests. There's priest, there's high priest, and then there's arch priest. And I love this. Look, they're all so confused down there. Anyway, up we go. And throw them on the wheel. Throw some human flesh in there. Turn it on. First one's going. And then basically now you would just go back in there and retreat. If you're looking for like a bunch of these archers, the easiest way to get them is just that first spot. You go down there, you knock one out, you grab it, you run back up here and put it down. Sometimes one of the tier 3s will actually be the ones that follow you down here. And so you see they'll be the guy that's here. But all we got is 2 fighters, so that's too bad. But oh well. And then you just kind of go back around. And you can go in and out of this city very, very quickly. Particularly from that spot. But oh yeah, this is what I was talking about when if you get out of range, everything just dies. And see, everything's dead. Except for these guys. But yeah. We'll go ahead and knock out Baldy here real quick. Go ahead and equip our rope and pick him up. Alright, anything interesting? Anything? Nope. Okay, onward. Tier 3 archer, just like that. And yes, before somebody makes a comment, yes, the durability on our server is turned up. Just for making tutorial videos and stuff like that. It was really hard to record when you have to record or stop and repair like every couple seconds. It's kind of annoying. And I feel for you, you guys with vanilla settings, man. I feel for all of you. You have my sympathy and respect. That is brutal. And boom, there's Tier 3 archer, and we can go do it again. Basically, I can do this over and over and over, and have over and over and over again, which is why we have all of this stuff, such as Belly the Breaker and Alini Oathmaker. Both came out of that big enemy Wheel of Pain that I showed you guys. And also, I wanted to show this off because I know some people are asking. The reason you get high tier blacksmiths and stuff like that, Hammerhand. You can see this named. He is a tier 4, but he can make exceptional and flawless longswords. So I have a few extras in here. So we'll grab that and come down here. Open the vault. I have a spare, just old regular longsword. Yep. So we'll go ahead and compare these. Click on this one, damage 60, and let's can I repair it? No, give me more repair. So 350 max durability, flawless longsword, damage 68, 410 durability. While it is still not quite as high as the the ancient Khopesh, yeah. It's still much better and lasts a lot longer, which is pretty much what you want longswords for. But okay, guys, that was a longer monologue than I was planning to go into. So, and there's this weird thing where the Thralls don't show up unless you like activate the thing they're sitting on, which isn't bad. I mean, I guess it's probably something to conserve resources, but it's kind of interesting though. You know, it's like, why would you do? Why? Well, whatever. Why'd you put it in game and then disable it for the majority of the time? But yeah, so all of these things came out of just that little route I just showed you guys. So definitely worthwhile either on this side up where we're at or down below where Z is at. They're both really good bases. There's also up in this area by these lakes, there's a lot of really good places. I just like this one because it's large, it's defendable because it's up on a huge plateau and things get confused over heights in this game. But as you can see, over that way, that's the 3 lakes. There's one lake, there's another lake, the other lake's over there. There's a lot of nasty stuff down there, but I mean, there's some really beautiful places to put a base. There's even some mountain area over there. But yeah, so it's a really good spot, guys. And I'm not going to say it's the best. It is not, you know, Blackhand. Blackhand's boat is probably still the highest concentration of tier 3s and names that you can find in the game. But it's a good one. It's an easy route, and they look cool. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me this time. Yeah. All the different emotes, by the way, that's the cheer by set. That one's kind of weird. And, yeah, my salute. In case you're wondering, by the way, the emotes, that one's obviously by the set priest that gives you the religion. Salute is from the pirate queen that gives you Mitra. And cheer is by the old Nunu, the Yogg priest. If you don't know where they're at, I have an entire video up of it on how to find the 3 priests. So just pop over to my channel and take a look. But anyway, guys, as always, square up with that like button, like it's your favorite hater. Leave me any comments or questions. Tell me I'm awesome because I'm sensitive and I need that. But yeah, definitely leave any comments for questions, stuff that you'd maybe like to see a video on or haven't been able to figure out. So far, I am working on finding the Priest King, because apparently he is a thing. He is also the one that has to be found by moonlight, and you have to build to get to him. I think I know where he is, but I haven't got there yet. I also am going to do an animal taming thing, because there is a bug around there. We can tame animals, kinda-ish. And I'm going to show that off. And probably more fun with Z and Stub and some of the other guys on the server coming up as well. So make sure you check those out. And yeah, I will catch all of you next time. Later.